Peace and love. Peace and love. How y'all doing? How y'all feeling? What's the vibe? Let me know down in the chat. Let's do y'all. I don't even be caring at this point. Um, y'all know y'all know my ankle, everything, right? Um, like I still take care of myself, but like when it comes to like finding a new shirt, I can barely move around. You know what I'm saying? And so I also want to let you guys know I'm using the microphones um on YouTube because I don't know, for me, I feel like on TikTok, my phone, like the sound quality isn't that bad, right? I truly feel like it's it's good with or without the microphones. But I've listened to a couple of the YouTube live playbacks, right? Because remember, all of our lives get saved to okay, all of our lives get saved to the our journey live playlist. Okay, so you can see. I'm trying to figure out what's going on with this deck. And some of the cards flipped when I was shuffling. Oh, okay. Because I kept seeing cards like flipping, and I was like, well, I'm not even doing anything right now yet. Right, I'm just letting you guys know. So but like, I just don't like the quality of the sound from my phone. Um, for the YouTube lives, right? That's just my personal opinion on that. So we're using the microphones. I just don't know when the last time they were charged was. They last for 4 hours. And that's only because my brother took the charger and I still haven't gotten it back. So yeah, siblings, period. Um, but yeah, so remember, I'm gonna get started with the reading here, but remember that you can subscribe to the YouTube and then go follow me on TikTok. It's the same tag as my YouTube, right? I'm Alea. If you do that while we are on live, you do get a chance to win a free 5 card reading. All chosen souls will be chosen and announced on Mondays, right? I will be choosing the souls with the guidance of the Lord, and I will be posting it on Monday, okay? So if you are interested in a free 5 card reading, that's how you would enter while we are on live. Okay. Just subscribe to the YouTube channel, right? Follow me on TikTok. Same tag, I'm Alea, and then comment done when you are done in the chat. Okay. So that I can take note that you did it while you were on live and not the post that I have posted yesterday. Okay. So we're gonna get into this, right? Remember, you guys can always DM me for a 3 card reading or a 5 card reading. Um, you can always subscribe to the TikTok channel to get free 3 card readings every Saturday. Okay, so it's only like $3 on TikTok to subscribe. We don't currently have YouTube subscriptions. When we do get YouTube subscriptions, right? That will be an option for you guys to be over on YouTube, right, and not have to go on TikTok to subscribe. You could do both, or you can, I mean, doing both doesn't get you extra, benefits, but it does, like, support the channel and everything, and support us growing our soul tribe family. So it's all appreciated either way. But you could, like, go on to TikTok, and once we get subscriptions on YouTube, then you could switch over back to YouTube if you prefer YouTube, right? All depends on how God guides us through this journey, right? I have no control of how this journey unfolds for us, okay? I'm just here like the rest of you guys along for the ride, um, getting you guys the messages that you need from the Lord, as well as teaching you guys the divine wisdom that honestly I wish I knew when I first started my journey, right? So we're going to get into this tarot reading real quick. Hi, Andrew. Am I saying that right? How you doing? How you feeling? What's the vibe? Let me know down in the chat. Okay, guys. Remember, you are always welcome to comment, question, concerns in the or just regular comments into the chat at any time. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and pray into the cards. Let me know if you can't hear me anymore. That just means the microphone died. And I have to put this other one on. I call upon our great divine, our most high, our divine ancestors, and our divine spirit guides to give us the divinely accurate messages that each individual soul needs to hear today. What does the collective need to know? Not what they want to hear, but what they need to hear in order to grow, learn, evolve on their journeys, my Lord. Please give them the most accurate messages that's going to help them to um, interpret your will, my Lord, for their lives. Please allow me to deliver this message to these souls in a divinely eloquent manner that allows them to interpret each and every message that you have for them along their journeys so they can understand and use it for their journeys to grow, learn, and evolve. In Jesus' name we pray, amen. And so it is, Ashe. What's up, Spirit? Okay, put Patricia down here. So we're going to go in with the Shadow Work Tarot. All right, if you don't know what shadow work is, right, this is the healing, the coming together of your shadow self. Your shadow self is a combination of darkest desires, traumas, um, things that you could have been shamed for, so you don't really show those parts of yourself, right? Okay, sis. We don't understand how sometimes, especially like growing up, how people affect how we see our own selves, right? How their words can change our perception of ourselves, right? And a lot of the time that gets ingrained into our shadow self, right? As things we have to learn to love about ourselves, right? We have the moon card here. I'm gonna ask for clarity on this card. So yeah, this deck is gonna get into the nitty gritty of the shadow. Okay. So what are the things that you need to work on? Right. And shadow work looks different for everyone because everyone has different experiences, right? I always recommend the shadow work journal if you are new to shadow work. The Nine of Pentacles. Okay. I barely did anything for that. And the Page of Wands. What is it you want them to know about these cards, Spirit? Someone tried to conceal something from you. Okay, I feel like this is going to be touching on I don't know what that means. Right. So we have the moon and we have the nine of pentacles, right? So someone was trying to conceal something from you. Um, and it could be these blessings that are moving in here, right? With the nine of pentacles and the page of wands. Okay. Hi, how you doing? How you feeling? What's the vibe? Let me know down in the chat. Okay. Hold on. And the Lord said we got to see what the page of the wand says specifically. Uh, okay. Look and see with the page of wands, it says the one is passionate enough to succeed, but can be easily distracted and afraid of the unknown. If they can control this, they will be on the right path, right? So someone wanted to conceal your mind, right? There's definitely doing some work here with the moon. Um, try to confuse you from this path, from this destiny. Okay. You said, is it night? No, it is daytime here. The sun just came up not too long ago, right? And we are doing the collective reading, okay? So definitely someone was trying to shift you because okay, so you're definitely working on something new. There's definitely something new coming towards you. Um and the work they were trying to do, right? This was to the affect what you have going on here. Okay. Whether it be a business or a craft, okay, like something you love doing, but it's still fairly new at this time, right? Because I would say anything that is has you've been working on in the last and this is for people who are like this is happening for them right now on the timeline, right? There's a lot of you that could be coming into this energy very soon as well. Okay. So we're just reading on the current timeline and how things are unfolding. Okay. For the entire collective, right? Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Remember, to participate in a collective reading, all you have to do is make sure you tap the screen, okay? Comment to keep the energy flowing, right? Share the live. I'm not sure if you guys can gift, but if you can, it is appreciated, and it does count to making the readings more accurate towards your specific journey, okay? So you can get something from this reading profound to your journey, okay? Something only spirit would say to you, right? So literally if you've been starting this project in the last, I would say year, right? In the last year, or you're about to start this project within this next year, right? You could be on either side of that. It's just wherever you're at on your journey, remember, okay? um but they were trying to keep you from this, right? Trying to perform some musky moon rabbit magic, right? Tricks are for kids, guys, right? Um, they haven't learned that yet, obviously. With the Nine of Cups. Oh God. Okay, hold on. Hold on, guys. Hold on. Oh no, Ten of Swords was first. So we have the Nine of Cups and the Ten of Swords. Okay. Trying to make sure you guys got some light to see the cards. Okay. Alrighty. Hi, how you doing? How you feeling? What's the vibe? Okay. Um, we are doing the collective reading right now. If you would like a reading, you can stay until we are done, and it'll be $3. It will be sorry, it'll be 3 cards for $5 and 5 cards for $10. Okay. I don't know if you guys can send that on YouTube right now. So Cash App and PayPal for that. Okay. Otherwise, we were doing the collective reading. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. All right. I gotta start shuffling for a second. So, right, we have the Nine of Cups and the Ten of Swords. Remember, I told you this is fairly new. The Nine of Cups is you standing on business when it comes to this. They weren't expecting you. Okay, that's okay. You can sit here and vibe with the collective reading, right? The collective reading is free. All I ask is that you to you know um, get your energy more into the reading for more accurate answers for your journey, right? All I ask is that you tap the screen, comment to keep the energy flowing. Okay, share, right? So they definitely weren't expecting you to stand on business when it came to this, right? Knight of Knight of Cups is the standing on, like, okay, knights, right? When you think of a knight, they are always, firm, 10 toes down when it comes to cups, which is the emotional mind, right? So when it comes to your emotional mind, how you feel about something, right? This could be your mission. They tried to attack, which is why you're unwavering in this time, right? With whatever musky moon rabbit magic they was doing out here, um trying to use the moon as spells, right? To get some of y'all is voodoo, right? Definitely someone who is, look, Page of Pentacles with the King of Pentacles, right? Someone who's definitely like watching you come up. Ten of Swords, they're in mental entrapment about this. Okay. um so whatever they tried, you know they're like watching to see if it's working. Okay. um and what they're seeing is that you're still coming up, right? With the King of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles, right? That you are still moving forward on your journey, right? There's no, even if you've been experiencing like any like minor hiccups lately, right? Inconveniences going around, right? Just things that don't things that seem like they're really just like randomly um going haywire for like no reason at all, right? That could have just been like slight indication of what was going on, right? To let you know what was going on in the spiritual, and how it showed up in the physical, right? With the Ten of Wands, this was this supposed to full stop. Okay, yeah, with the Ten of Wands, this was supposed to end. Is this 10-10? Kid you not, I can make this up. Okay, this 10-10 is the ending of cycles, right? This was supposed to end, right? This new beginning that was coming towards you, right? This was supposed to um fill you with so much mental strife, right? This was supposed to knock you off balance when it came to this blessings that are coming to you, right? They really wanted to put an end to this and have you in this Five of Swords energy here, right? They truly didn't want to see you come up, and the fact that you are still moving forward and pushing forward, like they are literally six to their stomach, right? They are mad. Okay. Madder than a I don't even know what that means. Madder than a puffer fish. I don't know. That's for somebody. Do pufferfish get like? Is that like because they over here? You know when little kids get mad and stuff like that, and they um do that thing where they like put bubbles in their mouth and they just look like they're, you know what I'm talking about? Like I guess that's what spirit's talking about. So yeah. What do you call it? We have the Knight of Pentacles, right? The seeds you sown are protected. Okay. Some of you, this is going to happen a lot faster than you're anticipating, okay? All right, with the Knight of Pentacles. Let's look at, yeah. Strength card and the Queen of Pentacles, okay? This is protected due to your strength, okay? As you can see in here, due to the divine strength, right? Your ancestors, your spirit guides, okay? The strength that it took to get you and turn you into this divine go-getter, right? This person who is like a natural born leader. They're looked upon gracefully, okay? Okay, and they could have tried not once but multiple times, right? Because they are in distraught. Like they are so distraught that you have options, that you have so many good things coming to you, right? And none of their musky moon rabbit magic was working on you. Um no matter how many times they tried, right? No matter how many times they send this dark energy here, maybe for a destiny swap, right? It didn't matter, right? It's not working, it's not coming through, right? You still have all these options with the Seven of Cups, and the high priestess, right? And you know it. Period. Okay. You know for a fact that you have these blessings coming into your reality at this time. Okay. These for some of you, this is happening. This is gonna happen to you. Like if you've been working on this project, this is going to be happening in the next year, or you could be building something within the next year. Right, these blessings that are coming through, a lot of things are going to be changing for sure in this next year for a lot of the collective. Okay, that's why, remember the last reading we did, we were saying they were trying to stop you from a move, right? A shift, spirit said, to be more exact. They were trying to stop you from shifting, from moving into the timeline that held your destiny timeline, right? They didn't want you to shift into that energy of being your most divine self, of living your most divine timeline reality, right? You're heaven on earth. You're doing what you came here to do. You're on mission. You know what I'm saying? They wanted to stop you from that move. Okay, they and this reading is clarifying what they were willing to do to stop you from this move, right? Stop you from your ships coming in, stop you from the blessings that the Lord and your divine spiritual team, right? Your ancestors, you yourself have been putting in the work to get this where it needs to be, right? You know what I'm saying? To get you to your blessings, to manifest the reality that you wanted to live in, right? This definitely had been a long time coming, and somebody was seriously here trying to stop you from shifting into this energy. But what they didn't realize was that they were just adding to this energy, right? The whole time they're trying to shift you, trying to get you out of this blessing, but they were just adding to the blessing. Now they've added to your timeline, right? And you are well aware of this with the high priest, okay? Well aware of what is going on around you, okay? Um, and how you have these blessings coming into you. You can feel it, right? You can feel it. You might have had dreams about it, um, right? You just know, okay? But your instincts, right? Your spiritual gifts, they are literally telling you. Hi, TS Creations. How you doing? How you feeling? What's the vibe? Let me know down in the chat. Okay. Remember, guys, my readings aren't for everybody. Um, they're we're mainly reading on the 5D energy. Okay. For those of you who are currently in the 5D, right? See if Spirit has any other messages for us today. Okay. But yeah, so I would definitely go read. Sorry, go read. Go watch. Am I still okay? The Elder reading on, I believe it's on YouTube. Yeah, it was a couple days ago, definitely last week, when we did the last collective reading. Um, what? Okay. All right. Sorry, Spirit was saying I want these cards down here. So yeah, but go watch that one because it goes into this reading, right? This reading is just the second, basically the second part to that reading, because that reading, that's when we would expose that somebody was, you know, participating in things they shouldn't have been, right? Trying to block you from the shift that was needed to get you to your destiny timeline to really solidify it. and have these manifestations, these blessings roll into your life effortlessly, like God intends, right? They were trying to mess that up, get you to forfeit it, right? Um, Destiny swap in some of your cases, right? Trying to have your destiny for themselves, so that they can get their karma, right? Destiny swap means you get their karma, they get your destiny, right? And usually, a lot of the times, those never get addressed. A lot of people in history have been victims of destiny swapping. We just don't talk about it a lot, right? Perfect example. For those of you who love to read the Bible, perfect example is Jacob and Yasu. Okay, that's how I say his name. Please don't come for me. Which so that's the perfect example, right? Jacob stole Iyasu's blessings. What's that? A destiny swap, right? Of course, Jacob still had to go through things because he stole the blessing, right? Because he stole the blessing, that didn't mean he wasn't gonna have to answer to God, test trials, tribulations. You know what I'm saying? So that is like a perfect example, and that's what it was actually intended to mean, but a lot of people don't read between the lines. They don't they don't get the context, right? Because it's not taught, right? We don't really talk about destiny swap, so they don't, a lot of people don't get the context of Jacob and Yasu's story being destiny swapping, right? Plain as day. Right, once you understand what destiny swapping is, you read that story in the Bible and you're like, yeah, no, Jacob just stole Yasu's destiny, and this is a definite destiny swap here. um I forget the one guy's name, where the two daughters got him drunk, and yeah, that guy also a version of a destiny swap. Um, a lot. You see a lot once you become consciously aware. Once you start using your spiritual eye, your third eye, especially to read the Bible, a lot of things become clear. Um, that weren't previously clear without it. No matter how many times you read that Bible, if your spiritual eye ain't open, if your third eye is not open, you are still not going to understand it in the way that God intended. Okay? Because humans are good for believing they understand things when they don't. We're just good for that, guys. Um, always have been. Right? And until we evolve our thinking, that's what it will be. So then we also have the Two of Cups. Okay, so we have the Mage and we have the Nine of Swords. Um, yeah, this is okay. Someone thought they could come up against you, like with this High Priestess or a High Priest energy. They thought they could come up against you. And with the Nine of Swords, they are definitely seeing the adverse effects. Okay, Spirit. So they are seeing guys, literally I heard the adverse effects and I was like, what? So yeah, they're not having a good time, because what adverse means to me, it was like, when someone hits you with that Uno reverse card when he's about to be Uno out, you know what I'm saying? Um and now you're experiencing the karma you wished on others back on themselves, right? So basically, this person really played with fire and got burned, right? This person really um took your gifts and your kindness for weakness here. And this is having adverse effects on their life. Um as you can see, it kind of looks like this is decaying. right, with the rib cage showing, right, no head, right, just kinda looks like it's, something is decaying, right? Like, it's just not going well. Um, Clarify this Two of Cups, my lord. Let's see. Oh my goodness, I just realized that the mic was off. That's so crazy. So basically, guys, I just wanted to recap because I don't know how long the mic was off for. But basically, the end of the reading, what we talked about was that you don't have to worry about these energies trying to cause you any more harm, right? Just because they were trying to do some work that involved messing up your physical stability, right? Probably coming for your finances or other things in your life. We talked about certain examples, right? Could some of you, I said some of you guys got a flat tire. Um, what was the other thing, God? Some of you got a ticket recently, right? Some of y'all have been experiencing certain like inconveniences to your journey recently. And I just wanted to make sure that I just said that again because the mic died and I didn't know where it cut off. So basically, they've been trying to manifest these different sorry, they've been trying to manifest different occurrences in your reality so that they can mess with your emotional stability. Okay, they did not they did not think that you are going to stand on emotional stability with 10 toes down, right, and not allow these things to affect your reality and how you view and perceive things, right. So now they are getting that energy back, um, return to them, Spirit said, and now they are in that emotional instability that they wanted for you, that mental entrapment they wanted you in. Now they are facing that themselves. Okay, so that was basically the reading. I know you probably just heard me talk and saw me talking on the screen and were like, "What's going on?" She's not even saying anything. So I apologize for that. Like I said, whenever that happens, just let me know. Okay, that my mic cut off. Okay. All right. I love you guys. Remember, we speak love, justice, and peace. Y'all have a blessed day. Amen. And